Okay, wow, here we go. It's the international break and everyone loves them, of course. At least the MLS is still playing, so I've stuck the Austin FC stack in cap 240 rare this week with a Michael Uri chaperone in the front line there. He got back to the goals last week with some good finishing for Philly, so hopefully he can keep that going. I did look at even maybe putting this team in America rare, but if we look at the rewards, we can see they've been stifled big time, and especially when you look at the star bracket as well, those are not cards that I really give a fuck about winning, so I will not be trying to win them. So yeah, definitely a week to be putting this lineup in cap 240 rare. Väisänen at the back for Austin is with the Finnish national team as well, so hopefully that brings more credence to Kalmanic starting, and a similar story with Owen Wolf at Austin. He is with the US under-20s, so again, for goodness, should be getting some game time there in the middle. So yeah, this is a team that looks like all 5 players involved should be starting, so yeah, I can't wait for that not to be the case, knowing my luck. That would just be fantastic, but hopefully they all do start, and if they do, I think this is a team that could do good soccer, as long as Austin FC stop being shit. America Limited then left Gazdag out of the squad, as I'm pretty sure he's with the Hungary national team this week, but otherwise it's still a really strong lineup. Almada has been on fire this season, as we all know. It's early doors, but he is certainly on course for MVP there, so he will be captaining the lineup. And I then had the choice between Boo and Driussi here, and I've gone with my Boo. He got back to playing last game in the MLS. I'm sure he will be a threat against Wayne Rooney's DC United, so a decent lineup here. And the reason I held off on putting Driussi in this lineup is because he is in this really strong All-Star Limited lineup. Now, the issue with internationals is always team selection and, you know, shit like that. It's a bit harder to predict in some cases, but if all 5 players here start, then fuck me, I'm on for a banging score here, I feel like. I mean, Wells are fucking shite. That's a clean sheet all day for Livakovic, assuming he takes up the spot in net there. Glesnes picks up solid scores when he's not handballing the ball off the line. McGregor at home to Cyprus should have a field day. Driussi at home to Colorado, he should have a field day. And Çalhanoğlu against Armenia, I mean, you know, Turkey should be comfortable, and if they start Çalhanoğlu, he should be pulling every fucking string imaginable in that midfield. And that's sort of the underhanded beauty of the international game, which is the range of skills and levels that certain teams play at. You can definitely have chances of hitting some big scores with players from certain nationalities, like Çalhanoğlu at Turkey. When they fucking play him, do play him, please, I beg. Play him. Final team then, cap 240. A bit meh, because Petkovic and Bastoni may not start, but, you know, I've got the players, and we're going to give them the good old college try here, see what they can do. Maybe they can bring home a little bit of Ethereum if they clear those 250 points, but, yeah, let's go back to the title of the video, the giveaway, the clickbait, shall we call it. It's true, there is a rare ZIAN FLEMMING up for grabs here, but it comes with stipulations. I realised in my life I barely commit to anything properly. At heart, I am a shit bloke. But we can only be the change we want to see in ourselves, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sort of like a really skinny bloke. I am 9 stone 8, aka 134 pounds, aka skinny as fuck. My BMI, for instance, it's like a 7, and as you can see, that's not even on the scale, so yeah, that's not a chart you're going to want to be seeing on Sorare data. I'm so underweight, they might as well start calling me Royalivi, the guy who is underweight. It's not a catchy name, but it's factual. And I've tried to gain a bit of weight before, eat healthy and all of that blah blah blah, but you know, I usually stick to it for about a week and then sack it off, so I thought, let's make it fucking interesting. Let's put some money on the line in the form of my rare ZIAN FLEMMING, who is worth about £250, so not an insignificant amount of the King's Tender. So here is how to enter. Right now in my hands I have a piece of paper with a number written on it. That number is between 1 and 8,008,135. All you have to do is go down to the comments below and guess what number you think this is. The closest commenter to that number will be eligible to win my rare ZIAN FLEMMING if I have not hit 12 stone by the 1st of July in the year of 2023. You know, I'm a man of my word, so if I do not hit that 12 stone by the 1st of July, then yeah, goodbye ZIAN FLEMMING, who I do not want to give away. He is good at football, so hopefully you guys motivate me to not lose him. Not lose him. Don't want to lose him. All right, that's the main crux of my position here. So back to Sorare stuff now. Well, that was a weird segue, but okay, let's close out the video with my results from last game week. Cap 240 rare, that was a failure. Millwall bottled the clean sheet against Huddersfield, which did not help me in hitting the 250 points threshold, so that was disappointing. And then under 23 limited here. I mean, Almada's just so fucking good, but look at this team he was in, what a fucking waste. And like, did you fucking see that free kick he scored as well? Because I'm gonna play it now. It was fucking insane. He's really just a special player, but unfortunately Menzel had a migraine, and you know, Inzaghi's just a piece of shit, we all know that, so he benched Bastoni, and even if they had played, kind of would have been irrelevant as Carranza just, you know, decided to go and get sent off for kicking out like this while on a yellow card. Like, the fuck is going through his head? But, yeah, I guess none of it really mattered in the grand scheme, but yeah, it just hurts to see a 100 score there from Amada go to waste, but what can you do? At least Ure and Boo are back amongst the goals. There's a shame about that DMP Guaita and Cap 270 limited in net there. It was sort of just a random team I threw together at the end of last game week, honestly, so to see everyone play and come through strong like that, knowing I had a likely DMP in goal, I mean, yeah, it's not fun, but there you go. At least in Challenger Europe Limited, I bagged 400 plus points for a Tier 2 limited card. Every little helps. Obviously, the big shame here is that Hatate went off injured after 13 minutes. You know, if he stays on and gets a much higher score, you never know what could have happened. But, yeah, that would also fuck with our timeline a bit. You know, I could have just as easily then, you know, walked outside my house and got hit by a bus or something, which would not have been ideal. So I'm glad in this multiverse I didn't get hit by a bus. So yeah, I'll take the Tier 2 Limited over getting hit by a bus, and as we can see, I have bagged a Bojan Miovski worth about £10. I mean, it's a bit shit, but we'll take him, and I'll catch you next time, because I love you.